Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of r/malicious compliance. In today's episode, complain about the delivery driver not following rules and regulations. No problem. We'll follow the quote and contract as requested. Lady calls me and thinks that I am scamming. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe so that you will never miss a video. Let's get started. Complain about the delivery driver not following rules and regulations. No problem. My husband and a couple of our friends have many stories from working at certain pizza delivery chain. This is one of them. A little backstory to help put this in perspective. Our friend, D, could have been a store/assistant manager. His district and regional managers wanted him too, but chose to stay a delivery driver for pocket money. This was a side job. He owns his own business. He ended up becoming a fixer, an employee that works for the district/regional manager, not the store. He went into underperforming stores to determine the problems and fix them. This story happened at one such store. Cast: D equals my friend, M equals manager, O equals other driver, FM equals facility manager. This particular store had a contract with a state government complex for a pizza order to be delivered every Friday. The way it worked was this place would call in a major pizza order each week, which they received major discounts for because it was a government-run, non-profit business. They paid with a government purchase voucher, and then never tipped. They would tell the drivers they couldn't add tips to the purchase voucher. They actually could put tips on the vouchers, but they never did, because the vouchers were attached to a petty cash account, and any unused funds at the end of each quarter were given as bonuses to the facility managers. My friend D and my mother both held government jobs at one point, which is why we know this. The facility the pizzas were delivered to was on the 4th floor, and drivers were asked not to use the elevators to deliver food orders, because this would put them coming in through the main lobby, where the facility's clients would see the food coming in. They wanted the drivers to use the stairwells, which came out close to the facility break room. It's also important to know, for later, that there is a security desk in the ground floor lobby, and that the building is air-conditioned, except for in the stairwells. So this one, particularly hot, summer Friday, the order came in to deliver to this government facility. 20 large pizzas and 10 liters of various sodas. O got stuck with the delivery. None of the drivers like delivering this standard contract order. He gets to the complex, grabs a push trolley to stack all the food and drinks on, then takes it into the building, where he leaves it at the security desk. He calls the facility to let them know he is there. They have to come check him in with security. They come down and sign him in. He then proceeds to start up the back stairwell to start delivering all of the pizzas. By his 5th trip up the stairs, he's hot, he's covered in sweat. He's tired from going up and down those stairs, and he's starting to get lightheaded, too. The security guard takes pity on O and practically orders him to use the hand trolley and the elevator to deliver the rest. O does and delivers the rest, but gets a major tongue lashing from FM for not following the rules about not using the elevator. "Oh, I'm sorry ma'am, building security ordered me to do this." He said it was too hot in the stairwells to keep running up them, especially with all of these drinks. I think he was afraid I would pass out. "FM, I don't care what you were ordered. You were told not to use the elevator so you wouldn't disturb our clients. The rules and regulations stipulate the elevator is for the use of clients and staff only. I will be calling your manager about this." She shoves the purchase voucher into his hands and sends him back down the stairwell. Of course, no tip. By the time O gets back to the store, he is fuming. He's also suffering from a mild case of heat exhaustion. D, hey O, you okay? "What's up, dude?" "Oh, 5 trips up that damn stairwell carrying that sheet for those beaches. No effing tip." And then FM rips me a new one because the security guard ordered me to use the elevator for the last trip so I didn't pass out in the stairwell. About that time M hangs up the phone and comes out of his office. "Oh, you want to tell me what happened? I just got the most irate call from the customer. Says you disobeyed government rules and regulations. Customer says you got her in trouble. I had to comp her another 50% off her order, and they are already getting their orders at cost. Oh I just spent over an hour delivering that order. I spent 45 minutes trudging up and down 4 flights of stairs, 5 different times in a non-air conditioned stairwell, and I still had to deliver there to leaders. The security guard told me to use the elevator for the rest of it, before I passed out from heat stroke. And the guard told me there is no regulations against using the elevator. FM just doesn't want us using it so their clients won't see them ordering pizza for lunch. M, well, the next time you deliver there, FM demanded you hand over a written apology, on top of my comping her an extra 50% off their order. Oh, I'm not writing that written apology. I refuse to deliver there. Again, someone else can take it from now on. So the next Friday the government facility calls in their standard order. And because D and O are the only two drivers working day shift, and O has already stated he refused to deliver to that facility, D got stuck with the delivery. But before he left, he stepped into the manager's office. D, hey M, do you have an extra driver's handbook? And a highlighter? M, sure. He grabs a handbook and a highlighter and tosses it to him. What do you need that for, D? You know that handbook better than I do. D opens up the handbook, flips to a page and quickly highlights something. He looks up and smiles. It's not for me. He shoves the handbook in his back pocket, loads up the massive order, and leaves. D gets to the government complex, goes in and grabs a hand trolley, loads up the order, then proceeds up to the security desk. Security calls for FM to check him in, and he waits, pulling the pizzas out of the bags and setting them on the cart. FM comes down to the desk and signs him in. If you could just start running those upstairs, I will meet you up there. D, I'm sorry ma'am, but I'm not allowed past the security desk. You'll need to make arrangements to get the order up there by yourself. FM, what do you mean you can't go back the security desk? You can't expect my girls and me to cart all those pizzas and drinks up for flights of stairs. I need you to do this for me. O used to deliver it upstairs for me all the time. D, yes, ma'am. And he no longer works for the company. He was fired last week when you called to complain, because M found out he was entering the facility past a security checkpoint. Our corporate rules and regulations don't allow us to go past security checkpoints. FM, that's not a corporate rule. You just made that up. At this point, D pulls out the driver handbook, flips it open to the highlighted page and hands it to her. The highlighted portion reads, "For the safety of our drivers and our customers, no driver is allowed past a security checkpoint, under any circumstances. To do so is a terminable offense." FM's face is going red with apoplexy. You can make an exception, can't you? I will grant you permission. I need you to carry this stuff upstairs for me. That's part of the service. D smiled and shook his head. I'm sorry, ma'am, but this delivery isn't worth me losing my job. I need this job. FM, your manager is going to hear about this. I'll cancel my contract with your store if you won't deliver the food upstairs. I'll go with your competitor. D, that is your choice, ma'am. Do you still want this order, or should I carry it back? In the end, FM went and got the purchase order, and other women came down to start grabbing pizza and drinks. D thanked FM and wished her a good day before he left. M was waiting for him when he got back to the store. M, what the hell happened? FM just cancelled her standing arrangement. She said you were most unhelpful. D, nope, I wasn't. He pulls out the handbook, opens it to the highlighted page, and hands it to him. I politely made them carry that entire order upstairs by themselves. M gives him a big grin. That's actually good. That arrangement was costing us money anyway. I'm glad to be rid of it. Edit. For all of the comments on the cost of the order, I did make a small mistake. The order was priced at wholesale cost. For some reason, I forgot the word wholesale in there. But when you factor in the time it takes to make /cut /box all of those pizzas, and the amount of time it takes the driver to deliver them, yes, the store was losing money on the arrangement. Also, this arrangement wasn't set up by the store manager. It was set up by corporate. The customer could cancel the arrangement at any time. The store manager couldn't. We'll follow the quote and contract as requested. I explained what a malicious compliance was to my dad. English is not our first language, so he wasn't familiar with the term. And he told me a story of his own. For a little bit of backstory, my dad works for Mike, the owner of a construction company. Part of my dad's job is to study the plans and quote and place a bid on the company's behalf. Important to note that the quote is usually made by someone with knowledge about construction and the different steps required for the job. One day, my dad receives a quote which looks a bit botched. The document is a patchwork of different sections taken from past quotes of similar jobs. The whole thing has been made by Janine McJanine Incorporated, far from knowing anything related to construction. Janine is actually the executive director of the town's council. Not making any sense of the plans, Mike suggests to refrain from bidding on the job or to ask the mayor to issue new plans made by a professional. My dad tells him that instead they should take the job as it is and work the details later. Mike's company places a bid on the job and, unsurprisingly, gets it. It only takes a few days to hit a rock wall. See, the top 30% of the ground they had to dig was easily removed. As for the remaining 70%, it was solid rock and needed special equipment to deal with it. The contract usually has multiple instructions in regards of unexpected situation. The workers can just refer to the contract and follow the authorized solutions. However, no such informations were in the botched contract. Cue malicious compliance. Not wanting to rent the specialized equipment at their own expense, Mike's company contacted the mayor's office. Mayor is to discuss the issue with the council only to come to the inevitable conclusion that they have to pay for the equipment. All the while, the workers on the construction site still get paid while waiting for the decision. What had been estimated as a $30,000 job ended up costing the town $90,000, and to my dad's knowledge, Janine never did a quote for the town ever again. Lady calls me and thinks that I am scamming. Hi, I'm new here. Context: I work for a company that sells insurances for appliances. However, I'm just in a call center in South America, Colombia, and I do the billing from there. Let's start. Beep. Me, thank you so much for calling. Name of the company, may I have your phone number please? Lady, no, who are you? Why are you answering my call? Me, well, I do work here on the billing department, so I am here to assist you. Lady, where are you from? Me, I am from South America, Colombia. Lady, so you are Mexican. I don't want to speak with Mexicans. I do not hate Mexico, but I do really hate people who thinks that every person that speaks in Spanish is Mexican. Me, no miss, I am from Colombia, so I'm C. Lady, I don't care, just help me out with this sheet. Me, for sure miss, no problem. However, just for your information, I would like to tell you that this is a professional call, so it is not necessary to talk in that way. Lady, so after I made all the process to validate the account, I asked. Me, okay miss, so you want to update your credit card, right? Lady, yes. Me, okay, so in that case, just in order to update it, I will need the new card number, the expiry date, and the CVV code at the back. Lady, and why you need all of that? Let me give you the last 4 digits. Me, well miss, I can take the last 4 digits, but I won't be able to update the information for you. Lady, let me talk to your ducking supervisor. Me, miss, this is the first warning. If you keep using a bad language, I will have to disconnect this call. Lady, me, so may I know why you want to talk to my supervisor? Lady, because you are trying to scam my information. You are trying to steal my information. Me, miss, every call is being recorded and I'm not allowed to keep that information after the call. Lady, I don't trust you. In Mexico there are just monkeys and immigrants. I was losing my patience. Me, miss, this is the second warning. Lady, I never swear. Me, no miss, but you are being racist. I was trying to be polite all the time while that witch was just yelling. Lady, pass me your supervisor right now. I'm gonna call the police. My lawyer and all the social media is going to know about this, you mother ducker monkey. Me, okay, so this is the 3rd warning. Thank you so much for calling and have a great day. I hung up the call. Fun fact, it was the first call of the day. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.